In this week's episode, we're going to take a look at Tikit, the awesome ticketing system for Microsoft Teams. And I do mean awesome. Check it out. Greetings everybody, welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Andy Malone, Microsoft MVP. So nice to see you, and I really do appreciate you dropping by, especially, hey, if this is your first visit. Well, today I always look generally at Microsoft 365, but what I've started doing occasionally is having a look at products that integrate with Microsoft 365. And I've done kind of support products and things like that before, but somebody asked me just recently, Andy, is there a decent kind of support ticketing system that you can use for Microsoft 365? And of course, I had a look around, and the one that came to mind was this one. This is called Tikit. And what makes Tikit so awesome is that it fully integrates into the likes of Microsoft Teams, but it also has a virtual kind of assistant as well, which of course is AI generated, and it's getting really good attention in the press, and it's getting really good kind of feedback from customers. So on this episode, I thought I would take a look at it, how to install it, how to configure it, as well as kind of the different plans that you can take a look at. Now, again, I'm not trying to sell it you, but you can go off and you can have a look at it and you can try it out for yourself. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we would love for you to come on board. So go ahead, bump that subscribe button on there and ring that bell and come and join my great learning community that I'm very much trying to build out. And if you've got any questions about this or any of my other sessions, as always, just get those down below. So I think without any further ado, let's jump in, and we're going to take Tikit right from the very start. We're going to look at the site. We're going to look at how you can download it, how it installs, how to configure it from scratch. Okay, so without any further ado, I think we should jump in. Let's go. So firstly, I want to show you how easy it is to install Tikit. So I'm simply going to the Tikit.ai website here, and I'm going to come in and have a look at the actual products itself. And simply, I just say, hey, I want to get it. So I just click on the link and it says, hey, let's take a look at this. So now what I'm going to do is it's now detecting that I'm already signed in as an admin. So I'm going to just go ahead and accept that. It says, do I want to download the app or do I want to perhaps use the web page? For the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use the web page here. Now in here, it takes me to the Teams site, and of course it's a Teams app, and I simply want to go ahead and I want to add the app. So again, super simple, very easy to do. And you can see it takes me through a step-by-step setup. So I am a 365 admin, and then it says, okay, am I going to authorize Tikit? So it will go off and it will ask me for my global admin account plus the password, of course. So again, I'm just going to pop that in here and click next and just paste the password in, and we're good to go. So now I've done that, you'll get an OAuth token, so OAuth version 2, and these are all the permissions that Tikit is going to need, of course, because it's a support app, of course. So now it says ask you a few questions. So who's the point of company contact, of course. Again, I'm just going to put in an email address. I've got a demo user here. And it then says, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to create a new team or do you want to join an existing team? So as this is my first team, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I want to go ahead and create a new team here. So now that I've clicked on that, I am then going to go ahead, click on next, and it says, okay, what do you want to call the team? So again, for the purpose of this demo, I'll keep it nice and easy. I'll just call it IT support, and you can see it's detecting that this is some kind of service desk that I want to create. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click on next. So again, which agents do you want to add? Again, it's per agent licensing. So is it just yourself, or do you want to add in additional agents? Again, for the purpose of the demo, I'm going to go ahead. I'll add in a couple of agents. So of course, I'll just bring in myself. So CDX. I'll also bring in a user here called Adele. Adele's my assistant. She's pretty good. So I think I'll use her as an agent. I've read and accepted the terms, and you can see it installs really super fast. So now that I've done that, it then simply goes in. Again, I just need to re-authenticate. So now that I've done that, and there we go, I'm now into the Tikit app. So before I get into exactly how it works, let's talk about it from the end user perspective. So how can an end user get help? Well, first of all, probably one of the easiest ways to get help you can find over here. Now in this example, I've gone ahead and installed the Tikit virtual agent. And this of course is AI. And honestly, this absolutely rocks and will really help users kind of get started finding a solution. So I could say, hey, I'm having problems with Microsoft Teams. And you can see after a moment, I'll get a user message coming back. I'm sorry that you're having a problem. Again, I can either request more details. I can submit a request to Tikit. The other thing that I can also do is I can actually right click the message here. And again, you can see there are additional options here in here. So again, I'm going to submit the request. And this will then submit that as a ticket. And you can see that it's now contacted me with the virtual agent, and this will now pass me on to somebody. So now it's saying, okay, my request has been received. It's give it a ticket number. At any time, the user can go in and see the status of their request. They can reply. They can also view the ticket. And also, if they're working on a document, they can go ahead and they can add an attachment as well. So now looking at it from the service desk point of view, you can see that I'm now here in Tikit, and sure enough, we have a incident. So somebody's having a problem with Microsoft Teams. You can see that it's Jean-Luc Picard, and you can see the status of it. So it's a service desk incident, and it's been assigned. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look at the incident itself. Okay, as you can see, we have a card, and you can see it's not just showing me that Jean-Luc's having a problem with Teams, but also it shows me any kind of previous history as well of this particular user. So you can see here that we have the actual card itself. It tells me the category, and the AI has kind of worked all of this out for me. You can see it sent it to the service desk group. It's not using a template at the moment, and you can see it's assigned a particular priority to the incident as well. And just one more thing to mention just here in the Tikit Admin Center, this is really useful as well. So an agent can show both open and closed tickets. So at the moment I'm showing just open and closed. So if I go into here, you can see that in fact there's a couple of tickets here, and you might say, hey, I've finished with this particular task, so I want to go ahead and I can click on the properties. Really, really simple. And as you can see, I can just easily change that status, and my customer is 100% happy. And of course, I save that, and that will update the whole system. Okay, now you just heard the bing. So if I just pop back here, and you can see this has actually been closed. This ticket has been closed. Likewise, I can go into the Tikit virtual agent, and again, I get that ticket. I can view it and make comments accordingly. How cool is that? Really nice. One of the things that we have, and the things that I've been talking about, is the Tikit virtual agent. And of course, a Tikit virtual agent is AI. And of course, AI requires knowledge. So, there may be kind of phrases, then, you might work for a car manufacturer. You might want to put your car parts in, different aircraft engines and all those different things, different building requirements, sayings that a typical company might have. So you can add those to that knowledge base. So I really like that. That's really nice. And of course, the other thing that you want to do here is you want to probably manage your users. Now, I'm just using a demo at the moment. You can see there are really two types of user that we're working with. The first, of course, is a standard user account like our friend Jean-Luc here, and the other one is an admin or an agent account. Now, in this case, it's super easy to license users, by the way. You simply go into the user account here, and as you can see, it picks up all the details from Entra ID, and we have a licenses tab there. And as I say, all you do is just click onto here, and it tells you how many licenses that you have. As you can see, I'm just using a demo version here today. Now, in addition to that, you'll also notice that we have a virtual agent up here. And again, the cool thing about this is it's context sensitive. So you can see it gives you information and it asks you like standard questions. But of course, you can also ask other things as well. So these are this is the agent ticket checklist. Now, on the subject of kind of customizing things, I'm often asked, Andy, can I do that? And again, from very little work, you can see I can get into the the guts of Tikit. And one of the first things that you're going to want to come in is have a look at consent management here. And you can see that consent management, one of the things you want to do is integrate it really with Entra ID and Microsoft 365. So you get those, the OAuth tokens. So you need to set those permissions up. The other thing, of course, is you're going to want users to be able to submit tickets or submit requests for support anyway via email. So again, there is a connector for that here. On the subject of tickets, you can also configure the different ticket types here. You get 3 by default, so you get the incident, the request and change, but of course you can create your own as well. And the other thing is you can also configure the bot as well. So again, you can see you can change the message, you can customize it, you can take custom messages here. So this is really nice. And again, if you've got different language requirements, I'm sure that we can work that for you as well. The other things that you might want to do is, again, if I click onto the teams, it just shows you which teams I'm currently using. So again, this is what we saw at the beginning of the demo. And again, if I go up to the security tab here, again, you can see that we have got different levels of permissions, and these are of course different roles. So you've got different roles and it shows you how they're mapped. So we've got the administrator roles, you've got agents and super agents, and of course you've got knowledgeable agents, because in every organization of course there are different levels. So again, you might have first line, second line, third line support and so on. So that's really, really useful to know. So just one thing I just wanted to mention, just to show you here that from the user perspective, the user has got the Tikit virtual agent installed. And of course, you've seen how the user can ask questions and get prompts and it can reach out for help. Just to show you from the admin perspective, so this is the help desk, of course, the service desk here, agent, and you can see the difference here is that the agent has got the Tikit app installed. And again, it's great how it all integrates into Microsoft Teams. So you can see if the user's got a ticket open here, I can quickly, literally just click on the ellipse here. You can go into the immersive reader and you can see that we've got the more options feature here. So again, from chatting with a user, so just a simple chat with a user here, I can then go ahead and create that ticket in Teams, but you can also add to ticket. And of course, if you're working with the AI feature, you could even add to the knowledge base. So that's just really, really cool how the products integrate with each other. So like I said, I was looking for a service desk solution and I came across Tikit. So I'm just using a demo version of Tikit, so definitely go in and check it out. And again, their pages are pretty intuitive, so it talks about the setup, and again, you've got the different pricing plans here, tells you all about it and what's included and so on. They've also got a pretty good set of resources as well, and of course, they also integrate with a number of different partners. So visit them today, tikit.ai. So there you have it, Tikit. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Hey, if you enjoyed this session, hit the thumbs up. Give me a big thumbs up. I do appreciate that. And if you've not subscribed, well, hell, hit that subscribe button. Come and join my great learning community. It would be great to have you on board. And if you've got any questions or comments, of course, then go ahead and click on those down below. Okay, that's it for this time. I really appreciate you dropping by, and I'll see you soon. You stay safe. Hey, thanks so much for dropping by today. Here's a couple of videos that you may enjoy, and while you're here, go ahead, click on the subscribe button and you won't miss out.